A man must protect his garden. You see, in this society, especially in the West, if you're in the West, we are under attack constantly. We're shamed for walking in our authority as a man. We're shamed for leading, for guiding, for setting direction. If you act masculine or really be masculine, you're considered toxic. If you approach a woman because you like her and you genuinely think you can make a better life for her and give her a better life, you're considered overbearing, controlling, manipulative, weirdos by other guys. You know, if you're a man really trying to walk in power and conviction in this life, you're really an enemy. Because you see, this society doesn't want you to win. This society has programmed people into believing that real masculinity, really being a man, is toxic. So when you find yourself ambitious, daring to be great, daring to conquer the world, you'll find that people around you will say you're too much, that your standards are too much, you're trying too hard, you look like, you're trying to prove yourself or some shit. And really they're projecting their lack of self-belief in themselves onto you. And if you allow their opinions to affect your outlook on yourself, it will really weigh you down from becoming everything you're meant to be. You see, for a long time I struggled with this. I would constantly be told by other people, my family, certain friends, certain girlfriends, that I was too much. Oh, you're just doing too much. Oh, you're just trying too hard. But then when you look at a lot of these people's lives, they don't have what they want in their life because they don't understand that, you know, you have to go out and get what you want. Things do naturally find you when you put yourself in positions for it to find you. But nothing is done just waiting around on God and at the house. Really, faith in motion looks like taking a chance on the ideas and the desires that the Most High put in your heart and going after it, because that's going to show you actually believe in the gifts that He gave you. And you see, the fine line between arrogance and confidence is that you always direct it back to the source, and you always thank Him for what He gave you, and always remember who you bow your head to at night. A man must protect his garden. You must protect your inner world. You must protect what goes in and what goes out. What type of music you listen to. What type of content are you consuming? Are you consuming content that is like really negative? When you look at this masculine space, a lot of men, they project their hate on women, and they allow their hate and bitterness to affect their outlook on women and say that all women are hoes and all women are this. You know what they're really saying? That is what they attract. So what does that say about them? They a hoe ass dude. Because a hoe is going to be attracted to a hoe ass dude. He's flaunting his lifestyle. He's flaunting what he has or what he doesn't have. He's pretending to be something that he's not. Because hoes, harlots, are attracted to chaos. There's a reason that women love thugs. They're attracted to chaos, man. So let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. What do we allow in our spirit, in our garden, that brings us down, that keeps us down? You got to protect that shit. Adam in the Garden of Eden fell because he didn't protect his garden. He allowed Eve to get manipulated. And then he allowed himself to get manipulated by Eve. Our biggest battles as men is always going to be our own lust, what we want. What we want isn't bad. It's about how we go about getting them. It's about the spirit that we place behind them. Do we place our identity in what we have? Oh, if I don't have a car, I ain't shit. Oh, if I don't have this, I ain't shit. Oh, if I don't have that, I ain't shit. If I have this, I'm the man. If I have that, I'm the shit. Then you lose it. Then you're back to feeling like shit. Instead of, understanding who you are and really, knowing that because of the man you are, you could go get whatever you want. You're not a scarce man. You're confident in who you are. You believe in yourself. But you have to protect this gift of self-belief, because this is a gift that not every man has. And you really have to guard it with all your heart, because people will bring it down, bring you down, say that you're too much because you're ambitious, place their limiting beliefs on you, say that you're doing too much, say that, oh, look, dude, you're trying way too hard. It just happened naturally for me. No, the fuck it didn't. And if you're ambitious, let's be honest with one another, because I know this was my case. I always, I didn't get shit naturally. I didn't get the shit I wanted naturally. I had to fucking go out there and get it. Women I wanted, I had to go out there and approach them. A business I wanted to build, I didn't inherit one. You know, so let's be honest. We're not allowed to just sit around and wait. And what I've seen is that a lot of women will tell you you're doing too much, because for stuff, women does come. When, attraction is a woman's game. We're conquerors as men. We go out and get stuff. We're the we're we generate life, which is really what semen is. We generate life and we put it into women. They are receivers, they are receptors, we are prime movers. We are made in the image of God, so we are creators, right? So with that being said, you have to create your garden and protect it, and making sure that the seeds that you plant in your garden that are planted in your mind are seeds of life. You see? Words of consumption. What wise words are you putting into your mind daily? I could tell you read, I could tell you listen to podcasts, I could tell you, but that ain't gonna do shit for you unless you allow these seeds to sprout into trees, which is really putting in the fucking work and allowing your discernment to grow. Allowing your discernment to grow and understanding wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is knowledge that is applied. When you apply the knowledge that you learn from videos like this, and you go out and you apply them into the world, into your own life, you'll begin to understand the nuances of life. You'll be able to understand the different shades of gray that we move in life. You see? So keep an eye on your garden, man, because there's so many things that are trying to take away your energy, your peace as a man. Because what I realize is the new barometer for success is not how much material wealth you have. It's not about the wealth that you have, but it's how aligned you are with your purpose that the Most High gave you. That is the real gift of life. Because there's so many men that will, you know, trade their soul for money. As the scripture says, the root of all evil is the love of money. What is love? Love is loyalty and sacrifice. Most men will betray themselves for money. You see, I was talking to this man the other day, and he was telling me about the life of many of cartel members, right? Because he's like closely affiliated with them. Not affiliated or like friends with some of them, right? And I'm Mexican, so I come from that shit. Not me specifically. I'm not a fucking cartel member. I don't associate with them. I think they're lames, okay? But honestly, too, I understand that a lot of them grew up in that. So there is a sense of, compassion that I have for them. But let's not act like a man will not get judgment for the shit that he does, okay? He tells me that the amount of paranoia that they walk around with is not worth the lifestyle that they have. Yeah, they have the money. Yeah, they have the woman. But he even told me, he's like, a lot of them don't even know what to do with the money. A lot of them, are hyper paranoid, are ready to crash out at a moment's notice, are ready to, get rid of people, are ready to, like, are always looking over their shoulder and just, looking left and right and constantly in a state of fear. Do you know how have you ever been hyper vigilant, always looking over your shoulders, paranoid? Do you know how quickly that energy drains you? I'm sure some of you guys have lived in places, especially like if you're from the hood, where you walk outside and you're not sure like what the fuck is gonna be out there, and you're just in this state of hypervigilance. I'm sure some of you guys work in workplaces where the workplace is toxic, where there's envious ass people, bitter ass people, making rude comments, gossiping, and doing all types of shit, just trying to get you in trouble, bro. You have to protect your garden. If you're in these environments, take yourself out. Put yourself in an environment where you could grow, because we really do have control. Do not tell yourself you didn't choose this, because, quite frankly, you choose who you are. You choose how you show up. How does that look like? How do you give yourself permission? It's you telling yourself, hey, bro, just like how me and you would talk in a conversation, you have all the power to choose who you are. You have all the power to protect your garden if you allow yourself to. You understand? Protect your garden, man, because even things that seem innocent on the outside are really out there looking to devour you. The church manipulating your woman, the church manipulating your family members into thinking that success is evil, keeping them in downtrodden states, society telling you that you're toxic, telling you that you being an authoritative figure is toxic, so shaming you for, standing on your morals, standing on your convictions, standing in your voice. Fuck all that. Be the man who you were meant to be. Protect your fucking garden, because there's a lot of serpents out in this bitch.